Good morning, everyone. Jason and Sarah with McCann's Adventures, and this week is our 14th year wedding anniversary. And anniversaries are not something that we typically do a whole lot for, so we're doing something a little bit different this year. We've actually traveled to
New York, and we're enjoying our first morning up here, and we're already in the edge of the Adirondacks. It's sunny. It's going to be in the 70s today. It's going to get a little colder as we go through the week, but we're just minutes away from our first reservation. We've got a week full of adventures and fun activities planned.
So our first stop of the day, we're going to do a pedal rail car tour. So follow along with us. Hopefully we'll get some good video footage going across the river, and the trees are just now starting to change color up here, so it's really, really pretty right now.
It should be pretty scenic if I don't panic once we're up on the bridge.
Or hearing us huffing and puffing as we're pedaling the car.
Maybe we'll leave the mics off on that one.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What do you think?
This is fun.
This is awesome. We just even got started. Oh, that cool breeze.
Feels good. First trip of the day for our anniversary vacation. Revolution Railway Company, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. Revolution Railco, and this is the Hadley run. And I think I hear water.
Hadley run is 7 miles. It's about 3.5 one direction, and then they turn them around, and we'll do 3.5 on the way back.
Do you hear the water? Here's to hoping I don't drop anything.
This is a 90-foot drop, so don't drop the camera.
He gave me the camera. Here it is. Oh, that is so cool. It's so pretty. And I don't think we're breathing hard yet.
Knock on wood.
We have some early color change.
Another 2 weeks and this would be like because this feels like we're by ourselves.
It's great. It's nice, right? It's so peaceful. We're well behind the group. The next ones behind us are pretty far back. Can't even hear their conversation. So it feels pretty private. Like we're on our own little adventure.
Yep.
Enjoying the hell out of this. I feel like we might be getting just a little bit of incline at this point. I'm starting to feel it in my thighs. Here. Somebody came out and said, let's do physical fitness, but make it fun. It's at least scenic. It's scenic with physical fitness.
5 stars for that.
5 out of 5 on these.
This is my good.
Just coasting. No pedaling happening.
Now we learned to have e-bikes
Yeah, one of the different run points has electric assist bikes. But we made it. Well, just kidding. We just left the turnaround, so we're halfway. But I think we've got this. We really are just coasting. You're actually making it go faster when you do that. Can you feel it? I guess this is the recovery point. Hey everyone, we just got done with our rail car ride and it was so much fun. It actually went way better than I thought it was going to. I think better than either of us thought it was going to.
Oh, absolutely. It was a 7-mile round trip, 3.5 miles down, and then they rotate the cars and come back another 3.5 miles. Overall, super great experience. Couldn't ask better from the, what was it, Revolution Rail Company. And fun fact about them, even though it's rail, like pedal bikes, they're actually considered a railroad company. And that's because they had to be considered a railroad company in order to own the track that they are operating on.
Part of it.
Yeah.
They owned part of it at the north side. But it was really cool. And they had recumbent seats, so you're not heavy on your knees. There wasn't too much incline or grade.
Super
I think a
fun
lot of
trip.
people would be able to do it. It's not as physical as you think it is, and beautiful, scenic. Didn't see too much wildlife other than a chipmunk that we almost ran over.
Yeah.
But we did get to go over this really big bridge, and it was gorgeous, rushing water, small little fishy, but it was fun.
Absolutely.
And everybody, you go out with a group, so there's a bunch of cars that go at the same time, or bikes, I don't know, rail bike cars. They all go out at the same time, but you end up spacing out on the tracks, and so for most of the ride, it felt like you're out there alone. So
Yeah.
it was really cool and peaceful.
I would bet we were probably somewhere between 75 to 100 yards away from the car in front of us at any given time. There was several times in which we couldn't see a rail car in front of us or one behind us. So it was great.
So now we've just stopped at a grocery store, grabbed some snacks, and we found this cute little spot, little roadside picnic, part of, I am going to mispronounce this, Moreau State Park. It's just right off the main road. Gorgeous views. It's so peaceful. So just having a little snack before we go check into our Airbnb.
Yeah, I'm not for sure if this is still part of the Hudson River or if this is another lake system, but there's several.
There's water everywhere.
There's water everywhere.
And it's beautiful water, clear water. We were gonna do a little scenic overlook, but I was getting hangry and I wasn't ready for an uphill climb. So instead we found this. And just going with the vibes.
Yeah.
It's been good so far. We're ready to see our Airbnb. It's on a little farm because of course it is. And after that, we'll go find ourselves somewhere for dinner in town and maybe get in the hot tub tonight.
Yeah. Plan out our trip for tomorrow.
Yep. It's gonna be fun.
Stay tuned.
We just checked into our Airbnb, and this has to be the cutest place that we've stayed at yet. I don't know if you hear that, but this is a full working farm. There's goats, chickens, some cows, horses. Hi, girls. That's making me so happy. And I'm hoping we get to meet everybody. She said we can at least go pick eggs in the morning. Looking forward to that. But come check out this Airbnb. Is this not the cutest cabin? They currently have all the windows open. It's in the 60s right now, so it's perfect. You can kind of hear the animals. You can hear the crickets. It's so peaceful. But they've got a lovely living room area, views of their pastures and some of their gardens, comfortable couches, some pretty cool decor. And if we want to, we can stay in and watch a movie. They've got a little loft up here for the kids. When we first walked in, Jason said, is that where we were staying? And I had him convinced for like 45 seconds until he saw right behind me into our bedroom. Super cozy. Everything we need. And then we have a gorgeous kitchen. I love these countertops. All the things you might need. Maybe we'll get to cook a few meals here. And then outside, we've got a little sunroom. And then a hot tub. I don't know how to get out of this yet. Oh, there's a bar. We'll figure that out. But there's a hot tub, so we'll spend a little time out there. Oh, it's this side?
You gotta undo the wood.
Okay, that's a lot of steps. There's the outside. And then around the corner, we have the bath, complete with a laundry, which is always nice when you're traveling, so we can pack lighter and do some while we're here longer. So I think now we'll unpack, figure out dinner, come back and get in that hot tub. Well, good morning. We've come back to Hicks Farm. You would know it's coming back, but we were here yesterday. We did a bunch of filming, and then we realized our audio didn't work. We didn't have the mics fully plugged in. Oops. But we started our anniversary day here, first thing in the morning. We had the first 2 apple cider donuts off the line yesterday.
Piping hot.
Piping hot. Absolutely delicious. And then we went and got 1 little container of apple cider. It was so good that when we realized the audio on our video didn't work, I was like, oh no, Jason, we have to go back.
Well, we were already contemplating coming back anyway, but after we saw that the recording or the video did not have sound.
And yesterday we got 2 donuts, 1 each, and then 1 little jug of cider to share. And today we bought a half a dozen donuts and we each got our own little thing of cider. So it was well worth the trip. Mm-hmm. This place is beautiful. The sun is shining again. The weather's perfect. The views, we're surrounded by mountains. It's gorgeous here. But yesterday, after we enjoyed our first donuts, we drove over into Vermont and we got to tour a maple syrup farm. What do you call it? It was like a sugar farm.
Green sugar farm in Pulteney, Vermont.
Yes. Yeah, we got to meet one of the owners. Her name is Pam. Her husband's family has been operating that sugar farm and those trees since the 1700s. I need to look at the website and see if there's an exact date, but since they don't have a date on how long maple trees go, they could still be tapping some of the same trees that his family tapped in the 1700s. I didn't realize how much went into it, and this woman, I love learning from people who are passionate about what they do, and this woman was passionate and she loved what she did. It was the coolest experience for me, and there was a couple dogs out there we got to love, and it made my whole day. She was fantastic. It was a really cool experience. Then we got to sample some syrups and ended up coming home with some. And after that, we had an awful lunch. And then we went out to Adirondack ATV, and we were crazy fortunate yet again. The weather stayed amazing, and we were the only 2 there. He usually does big groups and everything. It was a random Wednesday afternoon. We were his only 2 drivers for the entire day. And so I think he took a little extra time. But the owner and his wife were absolutely fabulous people. It's his retirement job. They have 400 acres that they put these trails on. And we had the best time. We each got to drive and turn. Jason got to do all the technical stuff. And then he goes, do you guys want to switch? Up next, we go to the back, and it's where you get to go really fast to do jumps. And I got to do that. And it was so much fun.
Sarah's the speed demon in this relationship. It was very obvious from the video and the sound of the engine that I was driving 10 to 15 miles an hour, and she was foot to the floor 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, he had him governed at, I think, 40.
Yeah.
Probably isn't a bad thing. But we got to visit with them after, and They're super cool people. So
Yeah.
he's got the dream retirement gig going. Yeah. So today we're gonna spend most of the day in the air. We really only have 2 things planned. We've got a little driving to do between.
Yeah, we're heading back to Vermont. We're going to go to Stratton Ski Resort, and there is a gondola ride that we can take up the mountain. It's like $29 a person, and it's an all-day pass. You can go up as many times as you want. We're going to go over there. We packed some lunch with us, some snacks, and we're going to see about doing a little lunch on top of the mountain, and then coming back down. Probably check out the village before we head back to our hot air balloon ride tonight.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited, and I just can't get over how fortunate we've been with the weather. It's absolutely
Couldn't ask
absolutely
for better
beautiful.
weather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's eat another donut and then hit the road.
that sounds like a plan, baby.
We'll see you out there. Well, hello. We have made it to another mountain. We came to Stratton Ski Resort in Vermont, and we are now riding a gondola up the mountain. Guys, the views, the color, it's gorgeous.
It's a very clear day. It's 55 degrees right now. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got our lunch with us.
Have a little picnic on the mountain. We're gonna see what's up here. There might be a few hiking trails. Maybe since it's not like an hour before sunset, we won't get spooked by all the critter sounds. We'll be brave enough to give it a try. But we're very excited. Going up and up and up. I don't know if the camera is doing justice to the colors, but everybody keeps talking about it being a drought year. You can tell there's some naked trees already, but for us, this is still stunning.
This is actually supposed to be the second highest mountain in southern Vermont.
All right, Goosey. That was a good ride. What do we do now? You want to do one of the trails?
I think we take a look at the trail map and we figure out what we're going to do. Fire Tower Trail is one that was recommended. It's a hiking trail. There's supposed to be another thing called American Express that we can get on and ride, but I'm not seeing anything else from up here right now.
Yeah, we'll just take a look at the map and figure out what we're doing. It smells so piney, like
It
Christmas.
does.
Doesn't it, Goosey?
It smells very piney. So, I hope it's open.
Yeah, I didn't film it, but there was like a rope across the top. You could walk under it, so I don't know if it was designating that's the trailhead or if it meant this trail was closed. There was no signage. So we're trying it.
I'm not seeing signs of recent footprints.
Yeah, hopefully this was intended to be open.
The rope was too high to be blocking it off from hikers right now, though,
Yeah,
because it was like 6 feet high.
but it's gorgeous. It feels so perfect up here. It smells incredible. And this is supposed to go out to a fire tower, so maybe it'll be a good spot for a picnic. What's it say?
Leads to Stratton Mountain Fire Tower, erected by Civilian Conservation Corps in 34.
Oh wow.
It is on Long Trail, which was built starting in 1910 by the Green Mountain Club.
Oh wow. So
LT
it's
is
also part
the
of the AT?
nation's oldest long distance hiking trail.
Guys, I don't think the camera does this, but this feels like we're walking through fairy tale right now. Absolutely gorgeous. Across some people. This is like a very casual stroll. They had like cups of coffee and everything. Trail's not closed. It is open. So now we just have to make it up this little rock scramble, and there is a fire tower. I guess we're going up. Okay, get the whole thing. All right. Yay, stairs. I guess let's go. Well, pardon our heavy breathing. That was a lot of stairs. We made it up here. There's a bunch of windows. And this poor little fella just knocked himself out. So I'm gonna hold him here.
Just put him on the
Put him
rail
on
or
stair.
something. Because if he flies, he's gonna fly straight up here again.
Here he goes.
Perfect.
He's Vader.
You saved a life today. All right, take a look at those views.
Holy smokes. That was well worth the climb.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Awesome views of some lakes or rivers.
Yeah. It's quite steep though. Not looking forward to the way down.
There's 2 ski resorts we can see from here.
Yeah. Well, there's a
One there.
limit to people who can come up.
Yeah, 4 people.
And there's a family down there waiting because they saw us on our way up. So I think we'll take a few more pictures and make our way back down.
So we were just talking about how much we really needed this. This week has been awesome for us, getting away from work and getting away from just daily grind. And today, especially because we've spent like 2 hours in the vehicle already today, and we spent like 4 hours in the vehicle yesterday.
Yeah.
So getting out and moving around has been good.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. It has been 4 days since I've checked my work email.
We've decided that we are fall weather people. This is perfect weather temperatures for us. So when we get the school bus done, we're going to just have to start chasing the weather.
But not like most people do. We're not going to chase summer. We're going to chase the fall,
chase
the
fall.
cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Can't wait for that bus to be done. Anyone want to come help? We need a little more labor. Or, I don't know, donations.
We'll
Because
pay
it's
in beer and
expensive.
pizza.
We make a really good smoked pizza. So if anybody's interested, give us a shout. But this really has been the nicest little hike. The little picnic. We tucked ourselves in a little quiet corner, sat on some spongy moss. It's perfect. Ate our snacks. This has been the reset we needed. Wish we could do this every single Thursday.
That'd be nice.
Hi, baby. We're in.
Yeah. They're gonna let us go back down.
Well, that was gorgeous. I got to love on like 5 different dogs. Phil, Mabel, Bailey, a couple pugs. It was pretty great.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the name of the pugs.
I didn't even ask. I just loved on them and left.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna head down the mountain and go back into New York to head towards our balloon ride. Yay. It's another morning, last day of our trip, last full day. We head out at, 4 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, boarding is like 5 a.m.
Yeah. We've come up to Lake George in New York, and it is gorgeous. We have lucked out with weather yet again. It's absolutely perfect. It was a little chilly this morning. I think we're about 50 degrees right now. Had a healthy little uphill walk to this vista viewpoint at Prospect Mountain to start our morning. it's supposed to, I think, get up to 70 today. We've got a steamboat ride around Lake George and the islands this afternoon. So we've just gotten so stupid lucky on weather and the sun, and our balloon ride yesterday. So it was originally supposed to be Wednesday morning on our anniversary, but the wind just wasn't right, and it ended up working out. We got to do some other cool stuff. So we did our flight yesterday around sunset, right before sunset. That company, they were the coolest guys. It was 2 dudes doing it yesterday.
Yeah, Todd and Mike. Todd's the owner.
And I was our pilot.
He calls it like an addiction because every time he like buys himself a new hot air balloon, and he's got like I think he said 7 at the Albuquerque Hot Air Balloon Festival right now. He'll be flying over there like this weekend, and then driving back at like 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday to get back here.
You get that backwards, but it doesn't matter. He's doing some crazy stuff, and
yeah,
hopefully one year we get to meet him out there. That'd be pretty cool. But our flight, so he has a network of people in the community that he's tight with, and we got to take off from a man's place named Jason, and he was so cool and so into it, and he hopped off his mower and helped him get the balloon up, and the flight was perfect. There was very little wind, it completely clear skies. It was everything we could have hoped for.
We went up to like 1,500 feet, and our average speed was like 6 to 8 miles per hour. It was perfect.
And our pilot humored us with the nonstop questions and conversation that we had during the flight. And we landed in a pasture, and it was so smooth. And there was a car that chased us. He had Mike and the crew to come pick us up, and then there was another car from the community, and she lives down the road, and that's what she does. She watches for balloons. And her daughter came out, took some pictures of us. Shout out to April. We'll share her Facebook page. She caught some good photos of us, and then her and her daughter helped pack the balloon up, and it was just really cool how involved the community is with that business and how invested and excited they are about it. And Tim and Mike they're crazy passionate about what they do. And at the end, we told them we wanted to go to dinner. So Tim called one of his, Todd.
Todd's his name, yeah.
Oh, Todd, sorry.
Todd.
I have been terrible with names on this
good.
trip. But the owner, our pilot, he called one of the restaurants in town and made us a reservation, and that was the best food we've had on this whole trip. It was a chef-owned and operated little...
Bistro LaRue?
Mm-hmm.
Bistro LaRue.
Something like that, but it was amazing. So we had highlight of our trip. I mean, every day has been fabulous, but
we can't ask for better weather, and it's sad that we're actually coming toward the end of our trip and having to go back home. We fly back in tomorrow, and then Sarah turns around on Sunday and takes a 4-hour drive to Lubbock, Texas to start her work week early next week.
Yeah, reality's gonna hit us in the face pretty fast, but we've been incredibly fortunate on this trip, and we're looking forward to the rest of our day. We started with a pretty view, and I think we're gonna end with really fantastic views on the water. And
yeah, we'll take some video from the steamboat ride. After that, we're gonna head back to Albany to our hotel to try to repack and get ready for the early morning. So we'll probably end the video on Steamboat.
Yep, so this is our first touristy type town. Everywhere else that we've been has been really small villages, and there's very few people there, and everybody knows everybody, so it's been kind of fun to sit in all these diners and groceries, and they all know each other by name. But this is our first touristy town, and we're just, I think, gonna roam and see what we see until our boat ride.
Yeah, we're just gonna take it easy today.
Yep.
There's a lot of history around here, some battlegrounds. There's a beach that Sarah mentioned that was like a dog beach. I think she's going to try to go and pet some dogs today. She got to pet 5 dogs yesterday, and that made her day. More than that hot air balloon ride, it was the dogs.
Nah. We'll see if we can go find me a couple more to love on. I'm missing mine. So anyways, we're going to enjoy this view just a little bit more before we walk back down from the summit and carry on with our day.
Stay tuned.
that's a wrap. We just finished our steamboat cruise, learned a lot of history of the area. It turns out that we weren't actually on a steamboat.
Not
that
anymore.
one has been shut down for the season, but we were on the oldest operating passenger vessel in North America. That one has been going since 1908, which I thought was really cool.
That was called the Mohegan.
And they took us on about 14 miles of the lake, so we didn't even make it halfway. It's a 32-mile lake. Crazy big. I had no idea it was that big. It was a 2.5-hour boat ride, which felt a little long, and probably because we're close to the end of our week of adventuring, and we're a little tired.
We're a little bit tired at this point.
But it was gorgeous. The captain was hilarious as he narrated the way through there.
Yeah. A lot of early American history, a lot of American Revolution type history right here in this area. So if you're into that kind of thing, come check it out.
Yeah. But I love how much of it is shut off for, they're forever wild, I think, which is in their state constitution. And
it's got 5 or 9 million acres?
I don't know, but they said it was the largest nature conservative something. I don't know, I'm exhausted. But it was the largest amount of protected land in the United States as well, which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Fall foliage is not at its peak in this area, but it was still gorgeous the whole way around. We were happy we did it, but that's a wrap on our week, and I guess it's time to head to the hotel and pack for an early morning. So we'll see you on our next adventure.
Thanks, guys.